because I had a lot of love. And I was never afraid to ask people for help. So in Macon, I didn't know anybody who was a doctor. I did not aspire to be a doctor. I aspired to be a doctor. I went to Georgia Tech and majored in chemical engineering. So I was going to be an engineer and changed my major at the last moment and went to medical school. And all through that time, you all, I had some pressure, but it wasn't pressure that made me want to deviate from my course. And that was because I surrounded myself with people who loved me and who I loved. And I never forgot from whom and whose I was, okay? I've always had an unconditional level of faith, okay? Whatever you call your God, I'm good with that. I know who mine is. And that's where I went to for my strength. So the dream team, the personal board of advisors, that village, you gotta have people in your environment and who support you, who love you. Because my mother only had a high school education. But I could call my mother when I was at Harvard and start telling her some things that people were doing, and she would just break it down. And she would say, well, that's the boomerang effect. And I was like, Mom, what are you talking about? She said, you don't ever have to try to get back at people. She said, the boomerang will come. And she said, you may not be there to ever see it. She said, but you just do right. That's what she would say to me. She was telling me things about life. And she didn't have a PhD. But what she had was an unconditional level of love from me. And I knew that that would see me through when nothing else would. And then my faith, okay? On my knees, not ashamed to say that I prayed all the time.
Yes.
All the time.
You know, and I'm going to pick up from there. You know, sometimes I do my one knee prayer, but when times get tough, I have to go down and do my two knee prayer. Prayer has made the difference in my life. Being able to meditate has made the difference in my life. Just being quiet, being still. There's something that comes when you can be still and reflect and just be grateful that I can get up, walk, think, talk, reach out, and connect is what allows me to do the things that I do. But that quiet time, and I did it this morning. I'm a bubble bath kind of woman.
Me too.
I mean, I love my bubble bath. I'm married to a man who loves his bubble bath.
Me too.
Well, there you go. I'm telling y'all, there is something in the bubbles because it gives you, and it's not loopy, y'all. It's not loopy, okay? But it gives you an opportunity to be focused, to have that quiet time, and to be able to reflect. We are moving way too fast. That old expression, slow your roll, slow down. Slow down. Be centered. Be quiet. Be still. And you'll find what you'll need to be as successful as I know that you will be. So that's my approach.
Quentin?
Let me just say that, my perspective on this is just be you. Be the best you that you can be. Don't ever compare yourself to someone else or to some ideal view of what you think success is. Whether that's the right job or the right title or the right income or the right house or the right car or the right clothes or whatever. Be the best you. What is meant for you is going to come to you. You're blessed. You're in this room. You're one of a very few that truly is a leader of today and a leader of tomorrow. And take that mantle and be the best you that you can be in that. Don't ever compare yourself to someone else. You know, my father told me, the one thing I remember my father telling me, I'm the youngest of 7, grew up in a military family, which means we didn't have a lot of money until he got out of the military. I always asked my father, he lost his parents, his father when he was 2 and his mother when he was 10. And so he didn't even know his own parents. And I asked him how he raised 7 children on a military income, driving us around the world, living in Japan, Taiwan, and other foreign countries, and how did we survive? And how did he survive with that pressure? And he said to me, his only goal in life was to give us one chance more than he had in life. That was it. He didn't have any other pressure than that. And I learned a lot from him in saying, I'm not going to put false pressure on myself. I'm blessed to be where I am. I'm in a place in my life, in my career, that I never even dreamt to be in. But all I did was start out to be the best I could be. And this idea of having great people around you and finding people who love you, I'm blessed to come from a great family. I'm blessed to have great friends. I'm blessed to have run into people who changed my life. Tommy George is sitting in the back. We've talked about him before. I met Tommy 4 years ago. Never knew about him. He has changed my life in the last 4 years as my mentor. And as someone who I watch do what he's doing even like today, changing everyone's life just by his presence of helping someone be a little bit better. So don't put anything else on yourselves other than just be the best you can be and bring someone along with you.
Thank you very much. Joshua?
Quickly write this word down. The word is stressed. Spell it all the way out quickly. Stressed. I'm going to give you something. You don't like it, it's going to be sweet. Now turn that word the other way, and it spells what? Desserts. Now let me give you your desserts. And I'm gonna go with the rest of the team. Here it is. Doc laid it out right, both of them in terms of God. But in that God, you have that personal relationship with Christ. Know yourself. And after you know yourself, do not be anxious for anything. Build upon that faith. And I love what my brother here says. Quick. Don't let anyone define success for you. You're going to have your own vision and mission, and people will try to tell you that that's not you. Don't believe that. Do it for you. And when you write your goals down and you walk up to someone and you say, hey, I'm going in this direction, that's my goal, and they say, no, we're going to take a left, you keep walking. That's not in your plan. And the final thing, find time to rest and relax. There's a reason you need 6 to 8 hours of sleep. You can't go to bed at 4 o'clock a.m., get up at 7 a.m., you've been to stage 1, your alpha stage, your beta stage, you never got to delta deep sleep, and you definitely get to the REM stage, that rapid eye movement stage, where you have to get some what? You have to have a dream. If you're in REM stage of sleep, you'll dream and you can remember your dream. Now, if you say, I've been dreaming, Dr. Murphy, and I don't remember anything, then, time I ain't gonna put them on this, but tell your friends they smoking too much marijuana. That's why they don't recall their dreams. Let those people go. Did you hear me? Let them go. Some of y'all struggle with that cognitive dissonance piece. Some you can love them, just like the Bible says, but then you got to walk past some people to move forward, because some people will bring you down. You can look your very best some days, and they'll come and say, oh, that coat you got on doesn't fit you. And later on, you'll see them with one just like yours, and let them go.
And then Ralph, please, thank you. Close out for us.
Let me say that I am so proud that our new president talked about, and the rest of the panelists, about prayer, the power of prayer. We're all here. You young people are here. I know I'm here because of the prayers of my family and my loved ones. The word says the prayer of the righteous prevaileth much. I have my doctorate degree in theology from the North Carolina College of Theology. I am an ordained minister of God. And everything that you do, there is a higher power there is a connection and you must tap into that higher power. I have 3 children. My oldest son, Ralph Davis IV, is the starting running back at the University of Cincinnati. I have a daughter who is an upcoming junior at North Carolina A&T. And I have a young son who's 17 years of age who has 28 offers to play Division I football. And what I attribute to their success is what I have raised them to understand. The one key to success is consistency. That is the key to success. And education is the cornerstone to freedom. Freedom is not just simply the right to do as you please. Freedom is when it pleases you to do what is right. And so you will make mistakes in life. You will fall down, but you get up. I suggest to you that tough times don't last, but tough people do. And I will leave you with my father's quote that he used to constantly tell me that is now my motto in life. If the elevator to success is broken, take the stairs. And so it is all up to you. Be consistent in what you do. Be educated, my young brothers and my young sisters. Education is so critically important to your success. You don't get educated to make money. You get educated to live a quality life. And so education is that continental divide that separates you, that rises you up. And that's the one thing no one can ever take from you. And so I leave you with those words, that consistency is the key to success.
So as you all can see, we started out talking about being healthy. We ended up talking about being wise. And what you have seen on this panel is wisdom. Wisdom from experience, wisdom from listening to other people and charting our lives, guided by those who love us, and wisdom that we have learned about the value of our faith. And so we are so happy and proud to see you all. We thank the organizers for being enlightened to bring this diverse group of panelists. We hope that you walk away from here understanding that you cannot be wise, you cannot lead if you are not healthy. So continue to exercise, eat right, 6 to 8 hours of sleep per night, and then taking the quiet time that you need to reflect and understand what's important and who you are and whose you are. Thank you very much.
serves as Dean of the Urban Institute at the International Theological Center in Atlanta, Georgia.